there, Jess from Oru Kayak here, and I've got my friend Crispin with me, and we're going to give you a few tips for paddling with your dog. So now we're on land, and we're just going to get Crispin used to the boat. You can tell she's already excited to get in here, but not all dogs are, and the first time Crispin got introduced to a kayak, she wasn't either. So something that's helpful is having a little incentive. All right, Crispin, come here. Get in the boat. Right here. Okay, sit. And this is exactly how we'll want her to be on the water, is sitting and in the boat. These are both important commands to learn. Lots of reassurance and positive interactions are good. First, we're gonna put her life jacket on. Her head slides right through here. And we've got some side release buckles here. It's got a nice handle, so if she jumps in, I can pull her right back out. All right, now I'm gonna get in the boat. Crispin's got her life jacket on, and we're gonna practice what we're gonna do when we get down to the water. Come here, Crispin, get in the boat. Come on, get in the boat. All the way in, there you go. All right, sit. All right, I think we're ready to get on the water. So we're just gonna hop in. I'll get in first. All right, come on, get in the boat. There you go, okay, sit, sit. You can see it's pretty perfect conditions out here for kayaking. Kayaking with a dog is just like kayaking with a person. Your first time out should be really calm, easy conditions, and we've got pretty smooth, glassy water out here, which means we're not going to run into too many problems, and it's a good way to get a feel for everything without getting nervous. When you're first starting out, a good thing to help your dog get its bearings sometimes is having like a yoga mat or a non-slip bath mat, or like one of those little memory foam waterproof bath mats. It gives them a little something to hold on to, and it's non-slip, so it helps them stay in place better than the slick plastic. If this is your pup's first time paddling, sometimes it's nice to come sit in the middle and let them get a little bit of a feel for how it is once you're on the water. Boats feel just a little bit different when you're out here than they do sitting on dry land. It's important to have your dog trained. Being able to sit down on command is important, because if you're out in conditions and the dog is distracted or excited by something outside of the boat, you could be tousled around and unevenly weighted by them moving around. So the sit command is very important to rebalancing the boat. So something you'll want to keep an eye out for is if your pup sees a distraction on shore. Crispy, sit. Good girl, good girl. Now I've got Crispin sitting and calm, and I have a little more control over the boat, which makes a smoother ride for both of us. If you're still looking at kayaks and trying to decide which one to buy, and you're planning on kayaking with your dog, an important consideration is the cockpit size. This is the inlet, which is a smaller boat, and Crispin fits just fine in here, but having a larger cockpit is nicer for a longer paddle. It gives me a little more room to move efficiently, and then that's going to be easier on my shoulders. She can fit in our closed cockpit kayaks, both the bay and the coast, with me. I'm not a super big paddler, so that is part of the reason why that's comfortable. And she's also like the small size, or the small end of a medium-sized dog, I would say. So we can fit in a closed cockpit kayak, but I would generally recommend open cockpit and something that's a little bit bigger. Part of that is the length of the kayak, and as well, the beach is going to be just a little more stable because it's longer and wider and has more tracking, which is helpful because dogs are shifting weight more than other gear would that just sort of sits in place. I weigh just under 130, and I'm 5'6", and Crispin weighs just over 30 pounds. So we fit pretty comfortably in the inlet. I would definitely check your total weight of you and your dog to figure out which boat will be the most comfortable. The further you are from your max capacity, the easier it is going to be to handle like shifting weight. So something you might want to experiment with is trying your pup in different places in the kayak. Usually I find it's easiest for me to have Crispin up front, in front of me, but we've also paddled with her in the back, behind the seat. We've got a little space here. So we're getting ready to come back in, and a good thing for me to do is be ready to let Crispin know she needs to be paying attention. Dogs a lot of times want to jump out right before you get in, and there's a risk that they could get injured. So I've got my thighs squeezed around Crispin right now, And we're coming on in. All right, Crispin, sit. Okay, you wanna get out? Good girl. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you got some good tips and tricks for paddling with your pup today. For more information on kayaking, check out orukayak.com and click on our videos page. Hope to see you and your pup out on the water soon.